We've got some foxy foxes with future AR capabilities, crypto bulls with a community of over 180,000 people, plus 8 derivatives which keep going up in value every single hour. If you're wondering which NFT projects are hot right now, take a look at this. So we're going to kick off with DJz of DGen, which is a foxy little project, isn't it, Warren?
It is. It's great to see a brand new type of Fox-style NFT hit the market that comes with some very, very unique points to it. Backstory of the DJz of DGen, Bex, for you in the audience watching, is that they've broken from the hard knocks of society, and effectively this Fox Brigade, they're not going to learn their lessons, and they're escaping through the cracks of society, I'm sure, to set up some underground decks and start listening to some music.
Wow, that's exciting, and I actually really love the artwork here. We're just having a quick look. Enter the disciples is what it says, and it's kind of basically giving you a really colourful, futuristic, foxy look. Now, this is kind of a really innovative website that we've stumbled on. There's loads of information on here. I think what's really interesting about this project is, well, firstly, we've got a really sort of interesting, I suppose, traits around them. There's 2,000 foxes.
Right.
They're going to burn whatever doesn't mint. And that means that there's going to be even more scarcity around them, doesn't it?
The way the DJz of DGen team have taken approach is that the NFT PFP collection, it's known as the Disciples, and the Disciples, Bex, are the Fox Brigade. The Fox Brigade, there's 2,000 of these. So it's, like you've just rightly said, it's a limited mint. And the approach to increase scarcity, value, and actually I think quite fun, is that the team are burning the rest that aren't minted after 24 to 48 hours after the public launch. So you got to get in there quick, or you might not get another Gen 1.
But I want to just quickly look at the roadmap very quickly, because we often see roadmaps that are quite sparse, and this one hasn't got a huge amount on it in terms of detail, but the concepts and the ideas around this are quite big. So there's an AR metaverse pre-build, there's a DoD community-driven roadmap which is going to launch in stage 2, and we've got a solid crew behind it. We have got staking and airdrops, everything that you'd expect to see, tokenomics, all that kind of stuff. But I think what's really interesting about this is if we jump to the socials, and you can see kind of what's going on with these guys. Like, they are active. They've got 1,200 on their Twitter at the moment. They're showing off their brilliant artwork, and they're doing giveaways, which is fun, and it's got some good engagement on here.
Yeah, and sometimes it's about understanding the organic growth, and when you've got a community that's a bit modest, but you're starting organic and you're growing at a competent, measured pace. It gives me, I think, certainly Bex, it gives myself a bit more confidence, because I know that they're not buying subs, right? This is a labour of love. You mentioned the roadmap, Bex. A couple of things that do stick out for me is the tokenization will be a scratch token. I mean, if you're a DJ, would you be even surprised by that? I think also that the fact that they are going to be releasing a very interesting NFT marketplace that leads into the social. I can't wait to jump in and talk more about it too.
Well, one thing I do want to talk about is with the social aspect is Snapchat, because Warren, as you can see here, has adopted his very own smiley fox Snapchat. So we can see that he is now transformed into that. And that is just something that you can do as part of their website. So you can literally go and create yourself your own DJz of DGen Fox, and you can do that through these QR codes with Snapchat here. So again, innovation. I really like this. I think that's a really kind of exciting thing for us to do, or an interactive thing for us as the audience to do. Now, what we can also see is the DJz of DGen are already showing you some of their Genesis collection on OpenSea. People might just stumble across this, which is fantastic. You can get an idea as to what these might look like. I love there's one here that's got a nice little leopard print little look about him with his little suit jacket. Yeah, nice and fun. I think there's a big thing about like people finding certain animals that they enjoy, associate with, and that's kind of what the initial pull is. The artwork has got to always be that initial pull. And for me, I think that this is kind of pressing all the right buttons in that respect.
Yeah, I think in addition, I'd love to see projects that show me something new. And the fact that the DJz of DGen's intent is to create an NFT marketplace that incorporates augmented reality, Bex, for me, that's new. Yeah. And it's so nice to see different technology being embraced in a really fun way. And holders of the NFTs, these holders, they'll actually be able to get access. So the Fox Brigade can get access to their own representative within the augmented reality world, which will be integrated. Obviously, the technology is going to continue to change and evolve. But how cool that you and your foxes could hang out and be arguably creating your own digital DJs in your DGen environment. There's loads of fun to it.
Yeah, there's loads and loads of fun to this. So I think, it's a really strong project. Interesting as well, just in terms of pricing. So if you are able to get on the whitelist, now we did say to you that there's only 200 or so people on their Discord at the moment, which means they're whitelisting up to 1,000. I think the opportunity is up to 1,000. So if you can get on that whitelist now, a pre-mint price on the whitelist is actually 0.03 Ethereum, isn't it? Whereas actually, if you go onto the actual mint price when it's a public sale, it's 0.05 Ethereum. So if you're wanting to bag yourself a bargain, go and do your own research and get involved in this now. Solid project from my point. Okay, next up. Well, if you think that the NFT market is on a bit of a bull run, you wait till you see this next NFT project that we've got for you. It is the Crypto Bull Society. And this is really special because we've got an incredible artist behind it. It's shrouded in a bit of mystery as to when it's minting, what the minting price is going to be. But actually, what we've got is something that's got an incredibly engaged community and a huge community at that. So let's take a quick look at this right now. So this is the website. You are immediately seeing your crypto bull here. And Warren, tell us about the amount that we're getting and also the traits that it's saying about this.
Yeah, so the way that this particular Crypto Bull Society works is that they're bullish on their project. I think it's easy to say. 7,777, all the sevens, are going to be listed as unique bulls available. Bex, their whole ideology is that what the artist behind this project has looked to do is take all the elements that characterize a bullish crypto enthusiast and turn them into a very cool looking bull.
Well, yeah, and I was looking, actually, I'm just going to jump back to this. I was looking at the different outfits and kind of going, which one am I? Which of these bulls am I? And you know what? They know exactly how to play on this particular interest and audience market, because in their roadmap, this is what I find really interesting. Quite like the DJz of DGen, you've got staking, you've got like merchandise events. That is quite exciting to see, actually, the event side of things. But the thing that's really standing out to me is in the future, you can get crypto bears as well. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the idea is that once you're into the bulls and have your own representative, you also have access to the other benefits and the crypto bears. So we've got a bull run, and now we're going to have a bear run, Bex.
Yeah, bear market.
The bear market's being worked on for them, and it's being worked on for the community, and effectively there'll be bears that are created. Those assets you'll be able to own, similarly to the bulls. Again, what they're looking to do for all the artwork, that we'll come onto the artist in a moment, but for all the artwork they're creating, it's to look at the duality and also understand the nature of the markets. The bull market, how tricky that can be, and how committed people are to loving their art and their utilities with their NFT assets. And the bear market, it goes without saying that they're always trying to play, I think, to the fun points and the expressions in the NFT marketplace.
So let's talk about the artist here, because Gal Youssef is the artist behind these incredible 3D rendered bulls. And he's quite special because he's got quite the celebrity association and following. So, and he's fully doxed. So tell us a little bit more about him.
Yeah, so Gal, he became a 3D artist, and really his love of art, got him opportunities to be invited to the Eden Gallery, which is prestigious in NYC. Only 1 out of 4,000 applicants managed to be able to get entered there, Beck. So wow, he stands out. His type of works that he's created, he's worked with some names you may not know. Steve Aoki, he's Aoki, sorry.
Steve Aoki, yeah.
Aoki, that's right. Yeah, so he created a piece that was sold, I believe, in Sotheby's, and that was during the Sotheby's metaverse auction. That went over $200,000, and the incredible names I'm sure in his phone book don't stop at there. Justin Bieber, Dior. He has got a very, very interesting, eclectic mix of superstars, I think, at his fingertips that understand, love his art, and buy into his vision.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the social aspect of this, because Gal Youssef has 112,000 followers on Instagram just himself. But if we look at what's going on with the Crypto Bull Society in terms of its own followers, 18.9k on Twitter, which is amazing. And obviously, you've got the engagement there as well. So this is a really important thing to look at when you're looking at projects. Yes, people might have loads of followers, but if they don't have the engagement, you've got to sort of question whether or not they're actually, legitimate followers. But this does. And what it's doing is giving you insight into what is coming up with the crypto bulls. So as of today, which is the 29th of November, they're doing a public raffle. So we don't know the date of the official sale, but we know that there's a public raffle starting today. We still don't know the mint price on this, but that doesn't deter us, because I think your community that's being driven, quite like when we were talking about the crypto Mories last week, when you see the community behind this, you're seeing something really, really special. So if we look at the Discord, oh my goodness, 140,000 people on this Discord. I mean, Warren, you tried to get on this Discord and you were saying it was crazy.
I've tried reaching out to the admin, and this doesn't reflect in any bad way. They are too busy because the Discord is too damn active. There's too many people speaking to express their love for the artwork. I mean, why is that a bad thing? But also, I think to have only sort of 7,777 available pieces, and to have a community swell of over 140,000 at time of recording, which I'm sure is just going to continue to grow. There's a crazy level of love for this, Bex, we wish you good luck if you're in that raffle, and we are going to be keeping our eyes glued to the screen to see how this unveils itself.
Right, let's move on to our third and final pick of the day. This one for me is a little bit controversial, because I'm trying to work out whether or not derivatives of popular PFP NFTs are actually a good thing. So we are talking today about the Society of Derivative Apes. So they make no bones about this. They are a derivative project. These guys are essentially giving a nod to the apes, but also doodles and other sort of projects as well. So let's talk a little bit through this.
You'll know them as the Soda, #Soda, on Twitter. So the Society of Derivative Apes, there's absolutely influence that's been taken from Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think as well there's a big piece of influence that's taken from doodles. And obviously I understand your point, Bex. And actually, I'm here to give you reason and convincing why I think this is a solid project. Those artists, those curators, they always take influence, I think, from people that have inspired them, and that's how we have a fantastic project. Case in point, Punks, has been an incredible level of unparalleled success up till now. We may remain mistaken soon. But then the derivative of that most recently released was Funks. Yeah. And outside of being maybe people poking a little bit of fun at it, the community's still solid, and people have been bought into and love the accessibility of Funks, because as we know, Punks, that accessibility became a bit too tricky because of where it's at floor price. So I think, listen, if I can get to a place where I can jump into the Society of Derivative Apes and I can ape in and be part of that and feel like I'm part of the other communities that are associated, that makes me happy. And that for me is, I do my own research and I look to buy things that I want to invest in, that I love.
Now, I just want to jump quickly to the team, actually, because they have completely doxed themselves, which is a great kind of thing to look out for. That's confidence that should build your confidence in the particular NFT as well. Amin, he's a Twitch streamer. And I know this really speaks to you, Warren, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, listen, my background of video games, esports, and the way consumers engage and look at viewing online, Twitch is it's a critical part of the staple diet, Bex, of anybody now that's not even watching just gaming, but watching other content. I think if we're going to ever buy into a project, what we do, Bex, we do our research, but also we like to know a little bit more about the team and the people behind them. Amin himself, he's also a digital art and graphics professional, and has been self-taught as an artist. So often I find when I'm speaking to people that kind of art has always been the undercurrent of what they've been doing. They might go off in different professional directions, but that's the hobby, that's the love, that's the enjoyment. And you're getting someone that can reach mass audiences, which is no bad thing for floor markets if you're looking for that floor swell and community. And bringing something new to life and bringing a derivative of something which a lot of communities already love. So I think there's a great deal of cross-pollination there that's well worth looking into.
And the doodles, look, you can see here from OpenSea that inspiration is very, very clear. Now, this is a secondary market purchase, so this has already gone on sale. But what I want to do is I'm going to ride back up here to the top of OpenSea because there's some really interesting things that are happening around this. So first and foremost, 9.9K of these items are available, and there are 5.1K owners. Now, this is a jump since about an hour ago. It was only 5K owners, so this is growing. Floor price 0.2, so that's, it's still quite a decent price. That's just jumped up a little bit as well in the last hour or so. So there's some definite traction around this. Now, if we go down to the activity on this page, this is where I think is really interesting. Look at this curve that we're seeing here. This graph is going upwards very steadily. It's not doing like a big pump. It's actually growing really steadily. And then if we look at how many sales are happening a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, there are definite activities that are happening within this particular project that I think you need to take note of. And I think when something is on the secondary market, it's really important that you look into things like this, the sales, the background, the team, even if it is a derivative project and you're thinking, I've got a little bit of concern over that, I actually don't, this is all kind of making me feel a lot more content about it and something that I might be interested to ape in on in the future.
I think, and just to add value to that point further, is that we know with derivatives, certainly pieces and projects we're concerned about, there's not often a big number of people that are behind them. Yeah. Bex, the Discord, it's at a groundswell of 18,000 members already, and the Twitter, their subscriber base over 14,500. You don't get there by luck. It does take time, and it does take people buying into what you're doing. And because of the significant numbers there, this gives me a lot of confidence. I'm certainly going to look to ape in, and I'm excited for this project.
Well, we weren't joking when we said these projects were hot property this week. So if you are wanting to stay on top of all of the top NFT projects, you need to be watching more videos like this. Yep, these are the ones to watch, our NFT movers and shakers that come out each and every Monday. You can go back through the weeks and make sure that you don't miss a beat when it comes to new NFT projects that drop. Don't forget to do your own research. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.